the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, November 29th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Claim your risk-free bet up to $500 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, a sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks for Wednesday, November 29th. It's good to be here. It's good to be alive. Kind of salvaged a little bit of a shitty day. Ended up positive barely, but I wouldn't say it's a day to talk to the gods about, but I think this guy might have had a good day. Anyway, folks, if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
What up, people? I see the Kentucky fans are here, and they should be. You look fucking fantastic. I got my ass kicked. Well, you see, I rapped right there. I rhymed. That's what they say. No, but I did get my ass kicked on that game. We're going to talk all about it. They look really good tonight. I was super impressed. They did it at I ate a big old bag of shit on that one, but we're going to talk all about it. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Lawn Mac. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. You know, I always like to check the comments from previous day, and we had the fade crew out. Hey, man, I gotta fade these guys. Mac be fucking with me. He's messing me up. I'm fading Mac from here on out. Well, buddy, if you faded me tonight, you might be getting cold for Christmas.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Very good for you tonight, buddy.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Now, yeah, I mean, there was a couple games. I know we had a couple lock battles where I was pretty much left like this.
The fuck is that?
Part of the deal.
I'm just glad I was up. I mean, if they want the whole truth here, I'm up $46 today. Considering like I'm betting like $100 a game for the most part. There was a money line that was really nice to me, but it wasn't a great day, to make a long story short. But I know you had a fire day. Let's talk all about it, folks. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Yes, Bet Rivers is available in 14 states, over 14 states, plus Ontario, Canada. And Bet Rivers has some of the best live betting markets in all the space. All right. Their betting menu is second to none, including a ton of props. And yeah, I feel like I'm going to be jumping on, they asked me for, let's just say I think we should take East Tennessee State plus the points tomorrow. That's what I'll throw out there. Anyway, Sign up using our link to get a risk-free bet up to $500. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. Problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And we're back on the college basketball experience, and we're ready to recap a day where, like I said, I definitely ate shit on some solid plays. I'm so mad at myself for not betting Michigan State, Georgia Southern. I knew this. I remember having a conversation with Noah a couple of weeks ago about Georgia Southern's the worst, one of the worst teams in college basketball, I thought. And I just didn't bet this game, and I'm mad at myself because I had the intel and I didn't listen to myself. And I failed you people out there. And I failed me. I failed my own bank account. And yeah, I got no excuse. What'd you make of this one, man?
I'm pissed too, man, because right after the show, we talked about it. It was like 26, and we're like, man, we should bet Michigan State, but they fuck around in these games. That thing was up to 28-29. They were never gonna not cover this. Georgia Southern is bad. Auto fade.
Yeah, and I'm mad at myself for this one too because I felt fairly decent. Not as I will say, like Michigan State, Georgia Southern, like I really 100% should have bet that. But I felt decent about Indiana State because I think Indiana State is tournament good. Now the Salukis are pretty good too. But when I watched Indiana State this year, I'm like, this is a team that I actually think could like win a couple games in the NCAA tournament. Now, of course, they got to get there. The Valley, as we have highlighted all season, is way better than people realize. They fucking destroyed Southern Illinois, a 29-point win, held them to 48 points. Your thoughts on this one, buddy?
No, if we were doing bracketology like tomorrow, it'd be hard not to put Indiana State in this field with that kind of win. I mean, to beat Southern Illinois by 30, very impressive. The Valley's loaded, man. I can't wait for this league to keep going game after game. And we got some more tomorrow that are great too. Yeah.
I didn't bet this game. I never would have bet this game. However, I was on the right side of it. Norfolk State drilled Bill and Mary by 34 points. I know you had a fire night, but Bill and Mary burned you, baby.
I'm done with Bill. Bill's done with me, man. They got drilled. I was like, who's Norfolk State to be laying this many points? Hey, they got VCU on Friday. Looking forward to that one. They kicked their ass right from the beginning. Bad, horrible bet by me.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I was going through my picks this morning, not bets, picks, and I said you swayed me to take Furman over South Carolina State. Big mistake. I should have listened to my instincts because South Carolina State only loses by 8? This game was a ball game with I feel like South Carolina State was leading at the half. I feel like at the 3-minute mark, this was a game. I'm telling you, these in-state battles for the most part. Now I know sometimes, there's plenty of examples of it going the other way, but I feel like more times than not, you got to go with that. But Furman wins, they escape. Your thoughts?
Furman's not Furman. I was banking on kind of what we did with St. Mary's a couple weeks ago. They had lost 3 out of 4, coming back home. This is your smash spot. The line's 20. It's telling you they're going to drill them. Got cute. Never had a chance, really. I mean, they got up 10 to start the game, and then South Carolina State was up at half. I mean, it was a weird game. Yeah.
This one hurt. I mean, I made money because my bigger bet was the money line, was the spread. But I definitely lost money on the money line. The Howard Bison cover for us, but damn it, man. I had the money line on this, and they lose in overtime by 5, but we still hit. I just wish the money line would have been very kind to me tonight had this gone our direction. What'd you make of this game, Mac?
And we got laughed at by a couple people for locking Howard, saying Cincinnati, they're 5-0. They just beat Georgia Tech by 35. Guys, this is college basketball. Your first road game at a MEAC school, that place was jam-packed in there. They had that one circled for 6 months. Seth Towns, I mean, he's 28 years old, and he's playing his ass off in his 18th year of college basketball. Cincinnati just glad to be out of there alive. 6-0 for them. Well, job well done scheduling that and getting out of there alive.
Yeah, you're right. And Noah, I know you rode this one with us too. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, I think Matt covered it. I mean, right here, this is kind of the sweet spot for a couple of high majors, get a little testy. They want to test the waters, dip their toe in the ocean, take a road game, maybe even at a little mid major where they can get by. But Cincinnati's got a lot of new pieces over there. It's going to take them a little bit of time.
Speaking of which, Georgia Tech. I know you were all over this one. I'll play this one. Glad I didn't bet this because I would have took Mississippi State, but Mississippi State kind of reverted to last year's Mississippi State where they shot 23% from three. You cannot shoot 7 for 30 for three and expect to win games. This was shocking to me, especially the way that Tech did it. What'd you make of this one?
I learned my lesson with Georgia or Mississippi State when they burned me in that Pitt game in the playing game where they couldn't throw it in the ocean. When you get them away from home, they can't score. They're like Iowa State. They're like carbon copies of one another. So like you said, 13 of 35 from the field, 7 of 30 from three. I mean, it's not going to get it done in March or on the road. So I mean, we still like Chris Jans and this team and the physicality, the defensive side, but they can't. They go through these lumps scoring the basketball. Yeah.
I'm also glad we didn't bet Ryder, the moving company, because they got drilled by Maryland by I think like 27. Glad we didn't bet that. We did pick the wrong side of that.
Is Maryland getting better slowly?
I don't know. It could be Ryder just as that much ass.
Their competition that they've looked better against is not good. So.
I trust Willard though. That's my whole thing. Like I think Willard will get them better. I know Benedict Dant will kill me for saying that.
Willard's gonna get them in the middle of the pack. Even if they're a bad team, they will be in the middle of the pack.
You swayed me here, and I got to credit you, Mac. I talk shit when I switched my pick, but you swayed me here to jump on the Citadel against Charleston Southern. Citadel won by 29. So this is another in-state battle, just like we talked about. But this one goes, this one was true to the line and what we thought. Specifically, what you thought. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, Citadel. I think that actually quietly better than what I thought. I mean, I didn't see them winning by fucking 30. Good win for them over in-state battle.
LSU went up to Syracuse, New York, and got absolutely drilled. I am very lucky that I didn't bet this because I felt decent about this. I felt decent about LSU's chances to win this game. They got drilled. What'd you think of this one?
I was back and forth, and then as soon as the TV came on and I saw the snow and I saw all those LSU guys getting off the bus all bundled up, I said, "Oh no, they're about to get their ass kicked. They're not thinking about the game. They're not used to this snow down there in Louisiana." So I bet Syracuse. I didn't lock it, but Syracuse right side the whole time. They drilled them.
Yeah. I am very mad that I didn't bet this one too. South Carolina wins by 12 against Notre Dame. South Carolina, just give them the SEC championship now. I know. What up, Kentucky fans? No, but I'm telling you, they're better than what people think. Coming into go listen to our SEC preview. I was higher on. Now I know it's early, but I like this South Carolina team, man. What'd you make of this one?
I was on Notre Dame, so I was pretty bitter. I mean, I felt like Notre Dame controlled the pace in the first half, but Micah Shrewsbury just doesn't have the horses. They went through a big scoring drive in the second half. Give the Gamecocks credit. They're 6-0. I keep seeing the graphic. First time since 2017, and it gives me a good chuckle because that was the squad I was on that went to the Final Four.
Yeah. Well, you might have lost that one, but I lost this one. Wagner, holy shit, loses by 34 to Providence. I just pissed away $100 on this play. I wish I had a good excuse for you. Their leading scorer was out. Their coach had diarrhea before the game. I don't know. All I know is they got their ass whooped, and I feel like I gave you a lemon. I apologize for the lemon that I served you. Mac, you rode with me on Wagner, did you not?
Yeah, I did. And I kind of like this Providence team the more and more I see them. They got size. They're big, physical.
Retaining some of the players that I thought were going to go to Georgetown was huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
and it was a look ahead to Rhode Island. That was our whole thing, but no looking ahead tonight.
Yeah. My losses continued because I took Western Carolina. I got a -4.5. They only win by 4. And I'll be honest, they were down like the whole game. Yeah. Catamounts don't cover for me. And I eat a bag of shit on them. Your thoughts on the Catamounts?
Unofficial lock battle. I took Tennessee Tech this morning. The more and more I looked at it, I thought it was a good spot. Western Carolina undefeated, hitting the road. Expectations, laying 2 possessions. It's hard to cover that number. They were outplayed the whole night. That's a good win just to get out of there alive.
Well, you said that was an unofficial lock battle. I'll give you your flowers for the official lock battle. Well, one of the official lock battles you won tonight, as Pitt loses to Missouri outright. You fucking losers, Pitt. You losers. You pieces of shit. I'm never taking Pitt again. I'm never taking Pitt again. All right, I'm out. I'm out on Pitt. What do you, this is ridiculous. You're at home. You're at home.
Missouri hadn't covered a game yet. The frauds will
lose outright, though. To lose outright.
They're such frauds, man. Everybody's talking up. Hey, by the way, where's all these Pitt fans at? They're fucking.
Where's Tyler
tonight? Oh, he went to bed.
Our friend Tyler.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry, Tyler. The alcohol tastes better on nights like tonight.
Oh man, shout out to right here. Eat shit, Pitt. They got punked, man. I thought Missouri just took it to them. Missouri was a more desperate team. They had played on the road, so they were familiar playing on the road. But you just look at Pitt right now. They played 2 high majors. They got punked in both games. They pad their stats against North Carolina, A&T, Jacksonville. They've got a Hail Mary against Gulf Coast. They're not that good. That's the reality.
Yeah.
Mac, do you want to talk about the spot they have coming up?
I'll probably bet them on Sunday, though. I kind of like them on Sunday.
Pitt?
They got Clemson
off the Alabama win.
Yeah,
at home.
I was actually on that. That saved my ass a little bit.
I'm going to set it up because you know who they got after Clemson, right? They're going to get the big win against Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
I got it all
December
set up.
6th. December 6th. I got it memorized. All right.
Mac's going to be in the building probably, right?
They're playing checkers. I'm playing chess over here, motherfuckers.
I was able to bounce back a little bit because now the only bad thing here is I also took the money line. But Northwestern State covers for us. I took the money line, sprinkled some of the money line. I bet the spread, a larger wager on the spread than the money line, but I still could have made more money had I not taken the money line. This was like anybody's game with a couple minutes left here. If anything, Northwestern State blew a 11-point lead at halftime. Fucking ridiculous. I know you locked this one with me. What'd you make of the Demons getting the cover for us, but not getting the outright win?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought Northwestern State was a better side. I still like this team. I know they're 1-6, and I know it's my guy that's the head coach, but they got some good pieces. They've lost 3 straight 5-point games. So I think this is a team that we can back going forward. They play hard.
Yeah. No, and the chat, I think you're confusing me. It hit for me. Yeah. I just also threw extra money on the money line. Mm-hmm. So in a way, if normally what I'll do is this, and I sometimes I'm kind of all over the place, but I normally will put like $100 in every game that I lock, unless it's like a fringe lock, and then I put $50 on the money line or $25 on whatever I feel like. The way I feel about it. This one was a $50 money line play.
I'm the same way. Like a full unit for a normal size bet, and then a half unit for anything less than 400. Anything above, it's a quarter.
Yeah. So I ate shit on the money line. So it's like I hit, but I didn't hit the way I should have. If that makes sense. How about our boys Chicago State coming through for us? We didn't bet this, but damn it, They covered.
Scared.
They covered. We should have went with our Cougs. You were right. Little Cock destroyed Ball State. Glad I didn't bet this game. They almost won by 30. Little Cock might be getting bigger. Yeah.
Little Cock is big cock now. I mean, fucking our guy Darnell Walker, baby.
Daryl Walker.
Yeah. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Close enough. D Walker.
You ready for more flowers? You're like a fucking. We should put your ass in the fucking. The graveyard with all the flowers I'm bringing to you because
teams lost tonight.
Because the Miami Hurricanes got absolutely fucking drilled by Kentucky. Kentucky impressed me. They really impressed me. I know. Shout out to all the Kentucky fans that were hitting us up on Twitter and here. And yeah, you guys look really good. Now I'll say this. Last year I was all over you guys, Kentucky, and you guys fucked with me. I remember. I think it was like January 2nd or something. I was like, they're the best team in the nation. Kentucky is, and I ate shit the rest of the season. So I don't want to overreact here and say, hey, they're the best team in the nation. No, that was a very impressive win. I don't want to, and I think that I actually like this year's team better than last year's team in a way. I feel like last year, even though first couple months, Kentucky looked pretty good, I still felt like they didn't play as much like a team as this one does. This one I feel like plays pretty good team basketball. Now, having said that, I got to see you win away from Rupp. And when I say away from Rupp, not a neutral performance where you looked really good against Kansas. I got to see you hit the road, but I was impressed tonight. Now, having said all that, if you played Miami in the NCAA tournament, I would take Miami. Mac, fire.
I definitely am buying into this Kentucky team. I bought in right after Kansas because I just saw the spacing, the speed, the athleticism. It looked like an old Cal team. They got Oscar out of there, and Oscar was clogging up the whole paint. I know Oscar is National Player of the Year. He would grab 20 rebounds, but he limited them offensively, and he got in the way, and he was terrible defensively in ball screens. I know Oscar a little bit, but I digress. I like this Kentucky team a lot. They got really good guards. They're fast, athletic. I knew this was going to be a bad matchup for Miami because Miami doesn't play defense, and I felt like Miami made some hard-ass shots in the first half, and they'll do that. But I just felt like Kentucky, it was so much easier. Everything was a layup drill. And if you get O'Meara in foul trouble, they don't have anybody behind him. And we saw that in the UConn Final Four game.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have no depth up front.
I still think they're going to be a very good NCAA tournament team. This is their first loss of the season. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not going to panic yet if I'm a Miami fan, which I'm not, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to panic.
Yeah. Noah, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's a good loss. The loss isn't going to age badly on the resume for sure. I was a little, so first off, I come away from this game like Colby. I'm impressed as hell by maybe one of the best teams that Cal's had at Kentucky since I was in college. But I was a little pissed because my whole handicap on this game was that Norshad O'Meara down low would dominate. Now, he played 19 minutes this game. He had 2 fouls in the first 6 minutes, and I thought it was a foul fest. I thought both were soft, and they were both rough calls. That's me complaining because I had a prop on O'Meara. He covered by the hook. Higher than 25 and a half. He finished with 26. So I can't complain. However, with 19 points, he finished with 19 minutes. He finished with 20 points and 6 rebounds. If he plays 10 more minutes, I think this is a completely different game. So yeah, I want to see Kentucky do it away from home. I think that's rational.
Yeah.
Real quick on Miami, if they're going to make another run, they've got to figure out somebody at the 4 that can play some defense because Jordan Miller was kind of their glue guy, do it all, the 6'6" kid from George Mason. So we'll see. I know Cleveland was good from Florida State, but he doesn't really play defense either.
Miller emerged late.
Correct. Yeah, they were so bad defensively the whole year, and they kind of turned it on. That's why they're so bad on the road because they don't play defense. But then they were just able to outscore everybody in that March Madness run. Yeah.
Nice win for Kentucky though. and it's going to be interesting to see Miami moving forward. I loaded up. I was chasing the dragon in a way, not the way some know it to be, but the way that we here on the College Basketball Experience know it to be. Because I was down early, so I'm just loading up, and I had this as a fringe lock. I know you rode the money line here, which was fucking genius. McNeese State gets it done. I loaded up on the points. You loaded up on the money line. I wish I would have backed you. They won by 21. What in the fuck? I thought with Will Wade there, they could win this game, but I thought, UAB will probably win by 2, by 1, by 4. But I still got the cover, but this was an ass whooping. It's a strong ass offer for you. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, I wonder if he's making strong ass offers behind closed doors during his suspension. Is McNeese good enough to win an NCAA tournament game or maybe even 2? We've seen these Cinderellas go on runs. I mean, how about the kid Wells? Shahada? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Wells, the transfer from TCU. Damn, 36 points against UAB? UAB's so up and down. I mean,
Colby, I was going to mention this exact same thing that Slopeside's saying. As the year's gone on, I'm just figuring out that Colby just reloads after half the slate's over. Whether he's winning big and he's spreading around, or if he's chasing at the end of the night.
Here's the truth. Yes,
betting.
Yes, I'm a degenerate, but I also have like years of. We've tracked every pick of this. Of college basketball seasons for like, I want to say 6 or 7 seasons for the older SGP heads, and I know I'm over 500 every year, picking every game. So I know once I'm either down or up, I just need to play the market more, I think. Now, sometimes that bites me and you have losing days, but you're just kind of like, well, fuck, let me play the market more because I know history tells me that I'll be on the winning side of this thing. Now, it doesn't always work. There are days. I can remember one last year, I think it was like early February, where I was like 1-10 or something, and I kept chasing. It was like I had 6 locks or something, and I started out 0-6. I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm chasing, right?
Personal.
Yeah, and then I kept losing, and I was like, good God. And then we got the circle of trust here. But anyway, that's traditionally it's what I do. Is like I believe the stats have proven to me. I watch a shit ton of college basketball. That the more I bet, the more I'll make. If I'm winning or if I'm losing, that doesn't always work, but hi, how you doing? Pick Dundee here. McNeese, big time win there. Glad I didn't bet Nichols. I thought about it because they got drilled by 38 to Baylor. So, glad I was close. You could have talked me into that last night.
I know. I stayed away.
Yeah. Glad I did not take Kansas State. They needed overtime. Can we talk about Jerome Tang right now in Kansas State?
A little bit, but it was a look ahead spot. They need to get their guys back. That's the main thing. I mean, Bob Roberts is not the same Bob Roberts. But yeah, a little concerned about K-State so far.
I'm a big Jerome Tang fan, and I'm a big Kansas State fan in general. I like their football and basketball programs. I don't think this team's going to make the tournament this year.
If they got to get Tomlin back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tomlin's a rim protector.
And it's not like they got to get him back. It's still that suspension that Tang placed on him. So,
and you heard Tang said he might not come back all year.
He said indefinitely. How long does Tang think that he needs to prove the point here? Because I think that's a very needed piece. You have Gassan, who's currently filling in on the role down low, along with McNair. The other thing is Kaluma's coming off the bench. Tonight he played 34 minutes because he was absolutely rolling. He dropped 20 from the bench, but I think Kaluma is just inconsistent as well. So it's a mix of a bunch of different things with Kansas State right now. So last year they lost to Butler in the non-con. Butler turned out to be really bad. Maybe it just takes some time.
I think this might have been the worst beat of the night. Luckily, I didn't bet it. St. Louis covered 5.5. St. Louis covered 5.5. As Utah State gets it done 81-76. How did this happen? Because when I'll be honest, I went to dinner with my wife, and when I went to dinner, Utah State was up. I feel like 12, something like that. I'm just assuming it was just like missed free throws at the end and bullshit like layups or something. What happened?
It was a combination of everything. I don't know how they did. They didn't cover. Unbelievable. Good win for Utah State on the road. I know everybody's pissed off that they didn't cover. I think they're up 16 or 17. Definitely the right side.
Yeah. I got several DMs about this, and I want to credit you and Noah. I was on board and I made these bets, but I really wasn't paying attention to the fact that UConn is playing Kansas on Friday. And it was a look ahead spot. So I credit you two for alerting me to this. And Eastern Illinois only loses by 8. Fuck, I might send Tony Romo a Christmas card. And I hate the Cowboys. Guys, this was like a neck and neck game. I feel like at like 50 or something. What'd you make of this one, Mac?
Kansas had no interest in being there. Coming off the Hawaii trip, got UConn on deck. They went through the fucking motions. Dickinson was god awful tonight. On the defensive end, he was walking around. We're gonna bet the shit out of Kansas on Friday, though. I can tell you that.
Noah, what'd you make of this one?
A classic bet it and forget about it. And it almost turned into like, holy shit, now I need to turn it and tune in.
Yeah, I know. I was like, man, they might lose.
Texas Southern was getting like 31. They still didn't cover. They lost by 32. I sided with Southern. I didn't bet it, but hilarious.
I bet it last second at 32. And they missed a free throw because of freaking free Chick-fil-A promo where the Purdue fans were going crazy with 5 seconds. This fucking boilerhead, fucking crazy fucks.
Well,
damn it.
I needed a late comeback, and it helped right here. Jackson State with the points. Jackson State on the money line. And that's how you come out on top, folks. I love this Jackson State team. Why does the market continue to disrespect this team? Because, I mean, I get it. They're 1-6 coming into tonight, but damn it, they beat Missouri. You saw Missouri the way they looked tonight, and then like they almost beat Georgetown. You know, they were in it. I feel like for a great part of the Memphis game, and then remember they were destroying San Diego at halftime, but San Diego destroyed them in the second half. I like this Jackson State team, and I think in the SWAC they're going to be the team to come out of the SWAC. Personally, I don't know. Prairie Views can play too, but I'm high on Jackson State. I'll put it like that. You rode this too, right?
I took Jackson State. They still have a whole nother month till they play a home game. January 6th is their first home game. It's absolutely incredible.
How does the committee not look at that shit?
No, they should be a 5 seed.
That's what I'm saying.
They won at Missouri too.
Exactly. Unbelievable.
Should be Georgetown.
Yeah. It's unfucking believable. Cal State Bakersfield covered against Gonzaga. I'm glad you talked me off of this because I almost loaded up on the Zags. 81-65. I didn't watch any of that game, so I have no idea, but I feel like I'm a little surprised by that score. Marquette covered. We were on the right side of that one against Southern. And then let me get to this one. NC State, you are the worst fucking institution of all time. All right. You don't deserve to be a fucking college. All right. Because you're pathetic. Everyone that's ever been in your part of your fucking institution, pathetic. Jimmy Valvano, oh, great 30 for 30. But let's talk about how pathetic he was. He canceled ECU, playing ECU because ECU upset him on their turf and took down their goalpost. And you thought that was so classless that you couldn't play us anymore? How about you learn how to beat us, you little bitches? All right. Your whole school, your whole history is full of little bitches. All right. Here I am. I finally take you guys. All right. Because it's NC State, right? Ole Miss look like ass this season. No. You guys suck. You're terrible. You're a disappointment to your fucking parents. All you guys. All right. Good God. Anyway, your thoughts?
This game was over in the first 4 minutes. They got punched right in the mouth, and I was so pissed. Like, I should have known, hey, if Colby's betting NC State, that means they're definitely not going to cover. It's like Steve Alford. I'm pissed that we went against Chris Beard. And I know they look like shit, but he's such a better coach than Kevin Keats.
Dude, they're lucky. They're lucky that I'm not president of the country. I'll fire our own missiles at fucking NC State. All right. Hi,
They
Noah.
suck.
They fucking suck. Everyone there should be fired. Kevin Keats, how the fuck does he still have a job? All right, he's been at NC State for 10 years. He must have saw the fucking presidents having homosexual activities or something. What's going on here?
He still has the job because they had the Chuck E. Cheese NCAA tournament appearance last year.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But they went 3 for 25 from behind the arc tonight. So Chris Beard's defense finally showed up. A team that I was high on in the preseason. And you know what? This was kind of like a reverse tragic magic play because before the game they figured out they're getting Muss Bus back. So,
which is a joke.
Yeah, which is a fucking joke.
I'm over here can't get anybody eligible, and he gets eligible. I'm like, are you kidding me?
One waiver down, one waiver to go. If Brandon Murray can somehow get approved by the NCAA, this team is going to the tournament, and Chris Beard is hightailing over to Louisville.
Brandon Murray should not get his waiver. Look, I'm off. Here's the problem. In one side of me is like he should get his because Muss Bus did. So if you're Brandon Murray, you're sitting there saying, "What the fuck?" Right? Now them approving Muss Bus. What? I mean, Ole Miss, in my opinion, is like the dirtiest program in all of college athletics. So I'm assuming someone got slipped an envelope to make that decision.
Yeah.
Or you took some, you got the company card. Oh, Bill, you work for the NCAA? Come have dinner with me. On me. You know what I mean? Something. How does that happen? Look, here's the problem. I know we're in this day and age with like, I think we've talked about this where like the pendulum swung. You had assholes before that would block transfers. A lot of them. So I understand how ridiculous that is. You have someone just trying to find a better opportunity, and you have coaches just saying, no, he committed to me. Fuck him. Even though he's going to sit on the bench and be the 13th guy. Ridiculous, because you should always have the best interests of your players, in my opinion. But at the same time, the pendulum has swung so far the other way, which I felt like that was due to happen from, decades of being assholes, of the coaches being assholes. But the pendulum swung so far that you have situations like Muss Bus who switches schools every fucking year. Just out of here. What, really Memphis, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss. I think he was committed to another one too from the start of his college career. He's had, for them to approve, I would like them to explain themselves. The NCAA, not Muss Bus. Muss Bus is just trying to take advantage of the system. I understand him. The NCAA, I don't get how you're blocking all these other kids. I saw it, and they really started blocking all these people back in August. You saw it with I know Colorado had a guard from Jackson State that Dion brought with him, who's really good, who's a big time recruit. He got blocked, and he had like a legit scenario with his family if you buy it. But I'm like, okay, they're blocking. Coaches have asked them to block it forever. Now they're blocking it. Okay. And the kid from Jackson State, this was the first time, right? It was just a jump up. So, if you're going to do that, you have to stay consistent. Yep. Letting Muss Bus get this and blocking 1,000 others, I don't understand. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't understand how, if you're going to, you got to be one or the other. You know what I mean? You can't just sit around here with your foot over here, your foot over there, because that's how you look like. And then you get upset, NCAA, when you look like fucking idiots and everyone hates you. Everyone hates you because you never have your fucking mind made up. All right. You're okaying people here. You're not okay people here. The same situation with the Harbaugh shit. We can go one by one. I hate it. But anyway, hey, if you're Muss Bus, who gives a fuck? Cash in, man. Enjoy your life. What do you make of all this? You think I'm accurate here, or you think I'm a fucking lunatic?
No, you're absolutely right. There's no consistency. They flip a fucking coin, and it landed on yes this time. So hey, he's eligible. What's the difference from West Virginia's standpoint between him and Raekwon Battle? Both their coaches. I mean, actually, Raekwon Battle's coach left. Cisse didn't even leave.
Yeah,
fucking Mike Boyden's still there. He just left because he wanted to leave.
Cisse's never left with Penny. Penny's still at Memphis. That's what I'm saying. There's no consistency to it.
And they play Memphis on Saturday, by the way.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
So maybe they want a little headline. Cisse returns for the Memphis game. I don't know, but yeah, Ole Miss is pretty good now.
They should have a rule: if your coach leaves, everyone's allowed to go. Everyone's allowed to go.
Just have something consistent for once. Don't pick and choose based off of who the coach is, who the institution is, who's banging who. I don't know what their fucking criteria is.
Why can't you just? It's
Colby.
a simple thing, right?
Consistency.
As a college
go.
athlete, I totally agree with Colby. Like, you get recruited to a school by a coach, and if the coach takes off for a better job, like even for football right now, I think it's so bullshit that they leave before the bowl game's even played. Like, it just ruins the back half of the season. You still got a month left where you're still tied to the school, or you just jump into the transfer portal, and now this team is playing without their quarterback.
Like Van Dyke for Miami. Miami's like, oh shit, we need a quarterback. No, but I completely agree. To me, if your coach is going to leave, you're committing to the university with the coach. The coach is the one that's got to walk into your living room and explain to your parents that, hey, I'm going to mold this guy to be a great basketball player, but also a great part of society, and so on and so on and so on. So to me, you're buying, yes, the university, but you're also buying the coach. So if the coach leaves, it should be open. If the player loves the university, then fucking stay if you want to. But you should also have the way out, just like any fucking student would in general. I don't know. I just feel, I get it. You're making more of a commitment than you would with a normal student. But at the same time, to me, if your coach fucking leave, you should have a pass. And how are you going to give a pass to Muss Bus every 6 months? Every 6 months, this guy gets a pass. What is he? Is his fucking mom working for the NCAA? What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and I just want to put a stamp on this. If the coach can leave and he can coach the very next year, the kid should be able to leave and play the very next year. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. It's all ridiculous. No one's got fucking common sense. It's like the Cam Ward shit. I don't know if you guys college football. He hasn't even been in the portal. But apparently, like 50 schools have contacted him saying, "Hey, we're going to pay you millions of dollars." It's like we're giving Jim Harbaugh shit about having some guy stealing signals. Meanwhile, half the teams in college football are contacting this guy while he's playing. The season isn't even done yet. How the fuck is that right?
It's not, man. That's where NIL. Like, I get it's good that they're getting paid, but NIL and portal together is not what it was meant to be. And it's the NCAA is just a sitting duck. They're a bunch of fucking idiots is what they are.
It's a basketball show. I hate drawing parallels and going off topic, but Cam Ward, that situation is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you've got all
it
these
happens everywhere. Happened with Cisse.
Marketing for a guy.
Yeah.
He's not even in the portal yet, and they're already reporting that he's getting $1 million offers.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I know this is a basketball show, but this I think goes for any of the college shows when I say, fuck you, NC State. You filthy losers. You're fucking all pathetic. You're all fucking losers. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting carried away. Luckily, part of the experience with chasing the old dragon is the Clemson Tigers. Boom! Get the cover against Alabama. Clemson's good. Noah Bieniek was onto something here. I know Noah Bieniek was probably at the church donating to
Dabo.
to Dabo there, but hey, get that Clemson bet. That was fire. Let's go. What'd you make of this one, Mac?
Great win for Clemson, man. I mean, undefeated. This is kind of the win that they needed that they didn't have last year on their resume. They're right in the thick of things to get in that large bid, and they head to Pitt on Sunday, so we'll see if they can make it back-to-back road wins out.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out to Billy Delish in there. Doesn't matter football or basketball or baseball or anything in life. NC State fucks me every time. Yeah, exactly. They're terrible. They're pathetic. All right. Noah, what'd you make of your Tigers getting that dub?
Yeah, Colby and Mac, they mentioned my Tigers. I mean, first off, for those that don't know, if you just tuned in this year, I bet them to win the ACC last year. They came at usually either a half game or a game up short. And this year, I thought they have the pieces to do it again. And they added some more offense with Gerard. The thing is, though, is I picked them second in the ACC too. Be wary buying this performance. Alabama's defense is putrid. I
agree.
Like, Alabama's defense right now is 88th on KenPom, which is just not good at all. Clemson shot 52% from 3 today. They have a back-to-back road spot at Clemson. That's probably a spot you have to fade these Tigers here.
It's good note. Solid note there. Appreciate the honesty. And I don't know how I hit this bet. Like I said, I was at dinner with my wife and Akron covered for me. So, hey, zip it up, baby. I locked this thing up. They get the cover. And I mean, I feel like every time I looked at the score, they were down like somewhere between 8 and 12, maybe even 13 or 14. But hey, this is why we bet. All right, got the cover. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, sorry to everybody that fucking tailed me on Vegas. Clear right side. They're up 9-10 the whole second half. Up 9-10 with 4 minutes left. And then Akron comes all the way back, misses a 3. All they got to do, foul. 1 second left. Make your free throw, we cover. Fucking in and out, game over. And I'm like, oh my God. Gotta love it. But I guess I had enough wins where I guess I could lay a loss there. I hate losing the last.
I needed that one. I needed that one to come out positive. I wish I would have bet this. Portland covered against Portland State, even though I thought wrong team favored. Portland State moves to 6-1. They beat the Pilots, but the Pilots did cover. So there is that.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
That was a good game. That the little cross city games are always awesome. You bet this, and I should have bet this. I picked it correctly, but you bet Pepperdine gets it done against the Bengals of Idaho State. 15-point win there. Getting it done for sure.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Washington drilled UC San Diego. I was on the wrong side of that, but I didn't bet that. Who knows with Washington? They're always fucking random. All right, game balls. Let's fire. What are you working with here?
Big Blue. Big Blue's got to be the first game ball. Put it on Miami the way that they did. Great win, Cats. Welcome to the Moneyline Mac Top 25, Cats fans. You made it. I know you guys are killing
scripted. It was all part of the script.
Playing chess over here. Everybody else played checkers.
First game ball for me is going to be the Clemson Tigers going on the road to Alabama, getting that dub and getting it done quite impressively. So give me the Clemson Tigers. We Tigers on this podcast to quote the great Ed Orgeron. What are you doing here? Second game ball.
Let's go to the city of Pittsburgh. Honestly, I wasn't even that high on Missouri going into this game. I just thought it was a good spot to fade Pitt. It's always a good spot, but Missouri needed this win because they dropped the Jackson State game, dropped the Memphis game, 2 home games. Should have lost the Minnesota game a couple weeks ago, but way to go get a good win. Now they got Wichita, and then they'll play Kansas in the border war here in a couple weeks. So Mizzou gets a game ball. Eat shit, Pitt, baby.
Eat shit, Pitt. Definitely something I'm listening to the rest of my life. Second game ball. I know the chat's already talking about this. Jackson State. They're on a ward tour, to quote the great Tribe Called Quest, because they are just going around the whole. They're like the fucking circus. They're in every fucking city. Yeah, they're in every city doing their show. We got the NC State athletic department in here. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, NC State athletic department? We have been talking shit about you. All right,
you guys filthy, suck ass.
Yeah. Does your entire staff still have AIDS? I'm curious. Can you answer? That's not me trying to shit on you. I'm just curious.
Sorry,
anyway,
Magic Johnson had him.
Yes. No, Jackson State dude, Mo Williams doing a really good job. He's doing a really good job. So I'm a big fan of watching this Jackson State team. I think they're much better than their record. Like I said, they almost beat a couple other teams. Second game ball. Who's your third game ball?
I'll give you a strong ass offer here because I think for like the fourth or fifth time, McNeese is our fucking game ball. I mean, to go to UAB, I thought they were live. I didn't think they'd win by 20 plus. Great win. This team's good.
Yeah. Look, he definitely cheated, but cheating's legal now. Hey, fuck it. Let's go.
Everybody cheated.
It's true. Bruce Pearl got had for having a barbecue. I mean, look, he was dropping bags. Yeah, he was dropping bags, but so was all of college basketball. And God forbid he has a kid over for fucking barbecue. You know what I mean? Or a couple kids over for a big ass barbecue. And who ratted him out? Who the fuck ratted him out? What a piece of shit. You're over at his house eating fucking wings, whatever, eating fucking ribs, and you're gonna have the audacity to go fucking tell the NCAA about this? You fucking loser.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't like the coleslaw? You didn't like the fucking coleslaw? Right?
Everybody just needs to do what Bill Self did. All right, I'll self-impose myself. I'll sit out the EIU game in Prairie View. I'm out of here. I'll be back for the Duke game. Old Kansas, those motherfuckers. They just keep rewriting the rules.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, folks, my final game ball will go to wait, did you? Yeah, no, you did McNeese right there.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, Damon Stoudemire. Big time win. Let's go. You needed that one. It was a rough start, in my opinion. So Yellow Jackets, buzz, sting, get that win. Let's jump over into Wednesday's action. But before we do that, I want to tell you folks out there that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL. They got NBA, they got NHL, they got college basketball and college football. So simply pick higher or lower in your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in, people. Noah, what are we doing tonight on this beautiful slate?
So I'm going to play with fire. Armando Paycott doesn't look right now. And honestly, this team, when they're looking for options down low, scoring options, they've been actually going to Harrison Ingram. In Atlantis, I gotta pull it up again. In Atlantis, Armando Bacot scored against Arkansas 9 points. Against Villanova, he scored 8 points, and against Northern Iowa, Armando Bacot scored 10 points. Tennessee got just demolished down low in Hawaii. I think Rick Barnes is going to have the guys ready to go and at least be able to scheme up something to where they're either double teaming Bacot when he gets the ball or forcing him to take shots farther away from the rim, because most of his buckets right now are right at the rim. And Tennessee, albeit Dickinson had a great game against them, I like the lower here on 13.5 points from Armando Bacot.
I like it too. Barnes is going to have that team ready. What about the other side of that though? What about, say, Santiago Vescovi, higher or lower 10.5 points? What do you make of that one? Or you could go 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists, the higher or lower on Santiago Vescovi.
So he had 21 against Kansas, only 8 against Tennessee, and then against Syracuse he had 6. I don't know if that's a strong enough trend for the points wise. He had 5 rebounds, 5 assists against Syracuse. I would probably go lower on Vescovi. I think this
on just the points you're saying though.
Yeah, lower on the points. I think this is just a low scoring game. Tennessee is able to just make this one ugly, just like they did against Purdue in Maui or Honolulu. I think this is a low scoring game, and Vescovi's not really one of their top offensive options night in, night out. So I'll go to the lower there too.
See, folks, what's great about this is you can find this. You can't find this anywhere else. So we're going lower on Baycott, lower on Vescovi, and then KJ Simpson, the son of OJ Simpson, point guard for the Colorado Buffaloes. What do you make of? I kind of like the higher or lower 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists for KJ Simpson there. What do you think of that one?
24.5.
Yeah,
I would take
last year 27 against Colorado State.
I would take it. I like the higher there. In their last game against Iona, granted it was a game right after the MTE, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He covers there. And then the latest game against the high major against Florida State, he had a great game, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. So it seems to be he's just over that number consistently here.
There we go. So look, I'm putting $25 on Baycott, Vescovi, and OJ Simpson's son. And that is $150 if they hit. Folks, you can do this too. It's absolutely fantastic. And look, if you use the promo code TCESGPN, not only will Underdog match your first deposit up to $100, we're going to enter you in like a rigged election, like one of those third world countries, just rigged elections, where you're going to get a college basketball experience sweatshirt. Just all you have to do is get in there, use that promo code, take a screenshot of you in there with that promo code. Find us on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And boom, Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. And you know, I shouldn't throw shit at the third world countries, because I guess that can happen here too. But you know what I mean. Let's rig this thing. All right, big fan. Look, the NCAA is rigging Muss Bus shit. We can rig shit too. All right. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Oh, look at those shirts out there, folks. You see those? Look at that. YouTube.com/The College Experience. You could be one out there in the world wearing a Pick Dundee t-shirt, wearing an Eat Shit Pitt t-shirt. If you're wearing that tonight in Columbia, Missouri, let me tell you something. You walk into any local dive in Columbia, Missouri, wearing that Eat Shit Pitt t-shirt. I'm telling you, any gal, any guy, because the girls can wear this thing too. They're going to be all over you. They're going to be buying you drinks, seeing what you want to do in life, talking about your dreams and ambitions. And the next thing you know, you're having a damn good old night. All right.
I'll be instantly attracted to you.
Yeah. And Tyler in the chat saying, had a dream last night of all the ass I got wearing Colby's nickname on my shirt. See, this is exactly what it's here for. Life is about timing. Honestly, it's about timing. You know what I mean? I told that story. I almost got on a train that fucking crashed. All right. Life's about timing. I could have been one of those dead people on that train. Instead, I wasn't. So life is about timing. So if you buy that Pick Dundee t-shirt, I think your chances of getting ass go up. We know that with new t-shirts, but especially from our studies, Pick Dundee t-shirts, your chances of ass going up. And then you never know. Life's about timing. Maybe you're waiting for the old bus wearing a Pick Dundee t-shirt down there in South Beach. And out of nowhere, old Veronica comes up to you and says, "You look fantastic." And the next thing you know, you're out eating sushi on South Beach. You're fucking having a good old time. Next thing you know, you're fucking flying her whole family over to your house. You know what I mean? She's living on the other side of the country. And next thing you know, you got kids on the way and you're growing old, watching college hoops. And you all because you had that Pick Dundee t-shirt on. Fucking doing a damn good job. That's all I'm saying. Timing. Life's about timing.
Her name's Veronica.
You know? There you go.
Yeah.
Sally's one out there. Right? Sally's just waiting for you to wear that Pick Dundee t-shirt there in Kansas City. All right, and go try some Kansas City barbecue. She's a waitress there. And boom, she'll hop on there. See, look at Capwise. Shout out to Capwise. I wore a TCE shirt and got married. Now I have a 4 Exactly. These are the possibilities. You never think about that. We're trying to just plant that seed, folks. Anyway, I know Rob Donaldson says Sally 2 timed me. Well, that was about timing. Someone else was wearing the Dundee shirt when you weren't. Happens. All right, folks, subscribe. Go over to the store and subscribe there to wearing fresh clothes, and perhaps some gal or guy will subscribe to you. See what I did there? Oh man. All right. This is we're back on TCE with Pick Dundee, the Love Doctor, and what we're doing here, we're playing the hits that gonna keep on banging through the years. Chattanooga's taking on Lipscomb. Lipscomb kind of sounds like some shit that you might get with bad timing. You know what I mean? You might make a trip to Vietnam. You know what I mean? And you're having a good old time. And next thing you know, you come back with a case of Lipscomb. That's possible. Lipscomb's laying 2.5 against the Mocs of Chattanooga. Look, this is another one of those in-state battles that I like.
And this is a noon game Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
That's true. This is the lock.
Yes.
Chattanooga has been pretty good this year.
You locked in as soon as you said lock. You're like, all right, I got to lock in on this matchup. You weren't thinking about locking it.
Yeah, I forgot about the time slate there. I go, oh, fuck, I got to bet this one. Folks, life's about timing. You know what? You're not just going to push around these fucking bisons. All right? Bisons, whatever the fuck. I'm locking up Lipscomb minus 2.5 against these little Mocs. Let's go. What are you doing here, buddy?
You know, I think everybody's going to be at work tomorrow. They're going to go to their app and say, hey, man, Chattanooga's 5-1 and they're catching points. I'm with you. Let's go, Lipscomb. Lock it up. Joint lock to start the slate.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. The line is telling you. The line is basically telling you, the fuck is that? And all you got to do is follow us here once again. Central Connecticut State catching 2.5 against Army. This game, the combined records 1-10 between both teams here. Army's 0-6. They're laying points. I repeat, Army is 0-6 and they're laying points. Oh, this is going to be the most disgusting play of the night. But I'm throwing a C note on the Army Black Knights. Let's go. I want to play my Real American song so bad right now. What are you doing here?
I hope this isn't like Sam Houston in college football where we kept betting them. They're 0-6 and they're laying points. But hey, I'm with you. Army's due. They've actually covered the last 2 as well. They're playing better. Should have beat Albany. And we're right there against Binghamton. 3 or 4 straight single-digit losses. Lock up the Black Knights. I am a real American. You're a real American. Let's go.
Can't get me for that, can you, Russia? All right. How about this?
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
UMass Lowell is laying 15.5 against Stonehill.
Oh.
Dude. I think we should bet it. I think we should really bet it.
This number's outrageous. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Stonehill, home dog.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, let's lock battle this if you want. If you want Lowell, it's a lot of points.
I think you're on the wrong side. Stonehill's the worst team. I think you're on the wrong side of this.
They're due. They lost by 12 to Lowell last year.
Yeah, that was last year. This year's team, they're much worse than last year.
In the right direction.
We got a lock battle. Pick Dundee riding with the Riverhawks. Moneyline Max saying, "I want that pilot." You're crazy. Stonehill's the worst. Campbell,
can't lay 15 with Lowell. That's too many points.
I'd lay 20. Let's go. Campbell's catching 6.5 against Jacksonville. Are we have suspensions here? What the hell's happening here?
The dust up.
I mean, I feel like Jacksonville's the right side, but I'm a little paranoid here. I see there's what they have. Jonathan Curtis out.
Yeah. I think we should take Campbell.
Yeah, give me Campbell in the points, but I'm not going to bet it. What are you doing here?
He just locked up the first 3, so yeah, no lock here for me. But the next one, maybe.
I was about to say, but the next one I will be locking up, and that is East Tennessee State getting 11.5 against Appalachian State. First off, Johnson City, Tennessee, Boone, North Carolina, not that far from one another. I know this. I got married in Boone, North Carolina, or right outside of Boone, North Carolina. So this is one of these border battle games, and App State's been destroying everybody. But I'm telling you, ETSU, this game means something to them. They're covering this. This might be one of my favorite plays, if not my favorite. Give me the Buccaneers plus 11.5 points. Sprinkle that money line. You agree, right?
Yeah, 100%. And they're playing better. They beat Davidson. They almost beat Cleveland State. Get that Butler game out of the mind. East Tennessee State's playing better. Lock it up. Let's go. Live dog.
Yeah. I'm surprised we don't see Noah Bieniek's face here, but I don't know what's happening, but we'll still play it.
For those for those that not plugged in, we did the show at 3:30 in the morning last night, and I got the post up and all the upload stuff on YouTube, and then in the morning I was laying down at like 6 or whatever, and we get the Patrick Kane news to Detroit. So now my energy is just up for the next 2 hours. I didn't go to bed until 10 Eastern, and then I kind of slept through today's slate. So I have like 10 games handicapped on this slate. I don't have a single bet. So I'll be popping in if I like your guys' analysis, but I don't really have something tonight. Sorry, guys.
Casually goes to bed at 10 a.m.
Yeah. No, we got to talk after the show. You don't tell the audience that. All right. You know what I mean? I love you, buddy, but I'm saying, like, you know,
you got to sell yourself.
Makes you kind of look like a lunatic.
I'm transparent with the people.
He is brutally honest.
Yeah. I don't even want to ask what was going on in that basement at say 7 a.m. Anyway, Cleveland State's getting 2.5 against Youngstown State. This game's fantastic. Yeah. This is another crosstown little shindig here. Wrong team favored, or is this line just jacked up on purpose? I am going with the Vikings of Cleveland State because I think they're better this year, but this is an interesting game. What are you doing here?
I love this game. I'll take Youngstown and the Penguins. Take my guy, Jared Calhoun. I think both these teams are really good, though.
That line reeks, by the way. That line reeks. Yeah.
That's why I'm taking Youngstown.
Yeah. Northeastern's catching 14.5 at Seton Hall. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I would have locked Northeastern, but Seton Hall's coming off back-to-back losses. That has been a bad trend that I'm trying to stay away from. These high majors that have lost back-to-back coming back home. I'll take the points, though.
St. Joe's Villanova. You know I love this crosstown shit. Let's go. 14.5 points for St. Joe's.
Lock.
Yep. All over the 14.5 with St. Joe's. Nova's been on fire lately, but 14.5 is too much. Too much. I don't even think a money line play is that crazy. You saw Penn beat them. You're in on this too, right?
Yeah, and just behind closed door. I mean, looking at this, Villanova just beat Maryland, got 3 wins in the Bahamas. They go to K-State for the Big 12 Big East Challenge. We're seeing these Big East teams and Big 12 teams struggle in the showcase that's on deck. Let's go St. Joe's little brother.
And Rob Donaldson say that's his favorite play on the board. Rob Donaldson knows his college hoops. Yeah. The Maine Black Bears are laying 3.5 at Holy Cross. I can be talked into betting on Maine because I think Holy Cross is that bad. I think Maine, not what they were last year, but I still think they're way better than Holy Cross. Your thoughts, and should we?
Maine's kind of burned us so as favorites, though. I like Maine, but I'm not going to bet this.
Okay.
Too many games. If it was a shorter slate, I probably would.
Pay attention to the picks page. I might be betting Maine.
It might be.
Morgan State's catching 12.5 against High Point. My Morgan State Bears covered for me last time they stepped on the hardwood. High Point. It's too many points. It's just too many. You know, the High Point won by 1 last year when they played. Mm-hmm. This line reeks too, but I'm riding Morgan State. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock the Bears, and they've been good as dogs. I mean, they hung in with Towson. They hung in with Radford. I know they got drove by BYU, but High Point's not BYU. I'm going to lock up Morgan State. Way too many points.
All right, I'll join you here. Let's go. I saw them live last year. I like this team. They're small, but they're athletic. Boston is taking on the Great Danes of Albany. BU is catching 7.5 points. I'll take the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points. Regional game.
LaSalle. By the way, Noah, can you get me Gardner Webb and Queens? I need that line, and I also need VMI Navy.
Webb lane 1.
Ooh, that line reeks.
Dude, what? Webb's gonna fuck them up. It does reek, but what am I missing here?
Gardner Webb has lost a bunch. I mean, they beat Weber State. That was a good win. They only have one Division I win, but it's over Weber State. They've lost a bunch of close games at Yale, Colgate,
covered against Arkansas. Yeah. I'm locking it. Give me them running Bulldogs. Come run with the Bulldogs. What are you doing here?
I'm staying away from this one. I do agree that it's probably the right side, but it reeks. I'll take Queens, but fuck.
LaSalle, Temple. Ugh. I love this game, but I'm just saying I got to take. Oh, that's right. Wait,
and
we should be betting
last year.
Oh, no. I'm locking LaSalle. I'm sorry, we're blocking everything right now. I'm betting LaSalle because they're better this year. I watched Temple Navy the other day. LaSalle's a better basketball team. And you add in the Dumfries drama. Let's go. They're gonna fuck them up.
I agree, and he lost to him last year, so he's fucking pissed off that he lost to the team that basically pushed him out the door. He's gonna want to stick it up their ass. Give me LaSalle, lock it up.
There we go. Double lock on the Explorers.
They're way better this year too.
Yeah, and Temple's actually worse from a roster standpoint. Marist is at Iona. Iona's laying 7.5. That's too many points for me. Give me the Red Foxes to cover.
I feel like Iona's they're due to lay one of these, so I'll lay the points here. No bet here.
Yeah, I'm not betting that. Fucking Dartmouth is taking on the Catamounts of Vermont. Vermont's laying 13.5. Give me the points in fucking Dartmouth here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I saw NC Nick lock this one up.
It's just a little steep, right?
They're not the same at a league though. Like they don't drill teams the way that they do in league.
We could bet this. We could bet this, right?
I don't know. I hate going against Vermont up there, man. They're fucking good.
Vermont's got Yale on deck for what it's worth.
Yeah, I'll take the points.
Yeah. Do we get VMI Navy, Noah?
I think it's
Navy
-4.5.
-4.5.
Navy hasn't won a game yet. and they're laying 4.5.
I'm not fucking touching this one, man. You know what? I'll lay it, but I'm not touching it. What are you doing here?
I'll be the crazy motherfucker to lock up Army and Navy. They're a combined 0-10, and they're both laying points. Line's telling you it's going to be a great American Wednesday, November the 29th. Go Army, go Navy.
Wow. Got a little All-American parlay.
Yeah. I feel like every time I locked that up last year, it never hit the parlay.
Well, I mean, as Cameron Hunt says in the chat, go white guys. That's pretty much. Army actually has a little more culture, I feel like, than Navy, as far as like you get like different nationalities. Navy's pretty much all white. I feel like Army, you're getting all over the U.S., but either way, I think they're all crazy as shit to lock up. And we're doing, I'm on Army, but yeah. Loyola, Maryland is catching 7.5 at Columbia. I still can't do it. I can't do it, man. We should bet Loyola, Maryland, right? I mean, Columbia
they've won 5 in a row. They're due for a loss. They should have lost to LIU if the damn fucking bus got there on time. I think Loyola, Maryland's good. I mean, they are not good, but they're competitive. They almost beat Missouri on Saturday.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, Loyola.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good spot.
Look. Let's ride with the Greyhounds. Taking way too many Greyhounds in my life. I can bet on the fucking Greyhounds. Do we have a line on Green Bay IPFW? Also St. Francis Lehigh.
It wouldn't be the first time I've bet on Greyhounds, Colby. Purdue Fort Wayne -9.5.
First time you bet on Greyhounds to what? Look, if you're betting on the Greyhounds to be there on time at your stop, you're fucked. All right. But I'm telling you, at least out here in Los Angeles, I'll tell you that. Slopeside says I've seen some fucked up shit on Greyhounds. That is true. I have seen some borderline. I can join you on that. I used to take the Greyhound from Los Angeles to Vegas a lot. That, first off, not only is that like a 10-hour drive when it should be a 3.5-hour drive, you see some characters on that. What were we gonna say, Noah?
I took the Greyhound from Pittsburgh to Detroit a couple of times in college. I want to say, bring Greyhound racing back, by the way. I don't know why, but it's just gone away slightly.
You're one of these people that hates dogs. Look, they're trying to clean up the sport. America loves their dogs. Who knew Noah Bieniek was a guy that just, hates dogs, man? I'm fucking around. Bring back Greyhound racing. We're all gonna die anyway, right? Let's go. Anyway, what'd you say that San Francis Lehigh line was at before I got carried away?
-15.5
points.
Wait, who's laying 15.5?
Lehigh's laying 15. That's way too.
Why is it that much? Why is it that much?
Is one of the worst teams in basketball. You have to.
Lehigh sucks.
Lehigh's not any good. What?
I'll take Francis, but goddamn, this might be a pick space lock. I'm locking up all the trash.
Dude, this is a rivalry. The fuck out of here. Red flash, baby. Red flash. This line's ridiculous. Lock it up. Who you gonna ride with? You gonna ride with me? Or that dog murdering son of a bitch, Noah Bieniek, all right? I'm sorry. He hasn't actually killed any dogs. He's just pro. He's pro killing the dogs. It's a difference. There's a difference.
Noah Vic.
I mean,
I'll take the points. I'm not locking this. I got too many nasty locks. I can't lock every game.
This is going to be a 7-hour show here. Green Bay IPFW. What was that line again?
Filthy whatever.
Fort Wayne -9.5.
Ooh.
I'm on Green Bay Beach all day. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I feel like everybody's going to bet Fort Wayne. Give me Green Bay.
We should lock Green Bay, maybe.
There are some 11s out there. I just pulled that from Bet Rivers, by the
way. Good plug, Noah.
Yeah. Robert Morris is catching 7.5 against the Norse of Northern Kentucky. Terrified by Northern Kentucky. I'm laying 7.5. I'm doing it. The line's telling you.
Yeah, I don't know what we're getting with Robert Morris with the fight. So I'll lay it with Northern Kentucky, but they burned me against LIU. What we got, Noah?
NC State Athletic Department's done a deep dive, and apparently Noah has dogfights in his basement. That's why it's unfinished. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let me ask you something. Is there an edge? Like what? I know normally it's like the stereotypical thing is you get a Pitt, but is there like a slept on? Who's that 16 seed dog that's just going to come in there and fuck shit up? Like the breed.
What do you think, Noah?
The 16 seed dog. It's the Chihuahua. They're little, but they're feisty. Right?
No, it's got a Chihuahua down there. It's great.
Chihuahua's not
so out of control.
I was thinking the Shetland sheepdog might have some fucking bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Little Bijan.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I'm locking up the Norse. -6.5. Give me Northern Kentucky.
Wow.
Romo.
Let me get your music, good sir. Sorry for the slander.
Noah Bieniek.
Noah Bieniek locking up the Norse. Let's go. I kind of like that play. American is catching 9.5 against Harvard. Dude, AU can play. I'm taking the 9.5. What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, I'm locking this. Let's go AU. Live dog here. Get this private school shit out of here. Harvard's playing well, but AU's gonna push him.
Let's go.
I got all the Americans.
This guy. Fucking.
Running for office.
Yeah, what the hell is happening with this?
What's
going on in your life? Can I get the line for Princeton and Bucknell? Princeton and Bucknell.
Tigers laying 15.
That's too bad.
Bucknell's ass though, dude. But I'll still take the points. What are you doing here?
Fringe lock, Bucknell. That's a lot of points. Yeah, Bucknell's at home.
I don't know.
Princeton's covered every game. All these teams that have covered every game are laying eggs this week, and then all the teams that haven't covered a game are winning. Army and Navy. Let's go.
I mean, I'm going to take the points, but I don't feel amazing about it. Drexel's taking on Lafayette. Drexel's laying 6.5. I'll take the points here. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points as well. I mean, Drexel's good, but I think that's too big a number. And this is somewhat of a rivalry with Lafayette and Drexel, right? I mean,
yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry. Cameron Hurts in the chat saying, please, no more white guys. No more white guys.
Where's Wisconsin? I need to lock up Wisconsin. That's the only guys I'm missing.
He doesn't realize that we have Monmouth and Cornell on deck, but NJIT is catching 20.5 in Fairfax against Tony Skinn, my boy, and George Mason. I still can't lay 20.5. Give me NJIT, even though they're fucking terrible. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Mason 5-1 rolling, but I'll take the points. They got Toledo on deck. They'll win by 18. Let's go.
Central Michigan is catching 24.5 at Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to fuck them up. I could buy into potentially taking. I don't know though. It's too much. I'm not going to lock it.
They got a Big Ten opener on deck. I know it's Minnesota. Central Michigan might be better than Minnesota, but it's still Big Ten play.
No, I need the Monmouth Cornell line. But in the meantime, Florida Gulf Coast is catching 3.5 at the airport on Tarmac 5. Gulf Coast is going to get this dub, buddy.
Wrong team favored.
Yeah. Give me Gulf Coast.
I'm locking Gulf Coast.
I'm not locking it, but you can. What on, Mac? Locking up the Eagles. I might join you on the picks page. I don't know. Noah, I see you're here, buddy.
Yeah, Monmouth getting 11.5.
Getting 11.5? I'll lock this one. I'm back. You're a big red fucking shit out of here. All right. King Rice all day. Give me the 11.5 points. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. What are you doing here, Mac?
I am making a prediction. The Ivy's going to eat shit tomorrow. These numbers are ridiculous. They're overreacting too much to the Ivy League. They must be getting paid off with all these books. I don't know what's going on. Give me, I'm with you. Give me Monmouth. I think they're live in this game.
I do too. I think they're going to win. Give me Monmouth. Prairie View's catching 14 at Tulane. Holy shit, that's a big number. Give me Prairie View. No, Mac, why should I not bet $500 on Prairie View to cover this?
I think this is a sell high spot. I think Tulane's going to fuck them up. I think they've beaten Abilene. They've beaten Tennessee Martin. They've beaten Eastern Kentucky. I kind of feel like they're going to get drilled by Tulane here.
Okay, that's good enough. I'm not betting this game, but I'm still taking Prairie View.
Yeah.
Oakland is laying 7.5 against Detroit. Oh, what could go wrong? You just beat Xavier at Xavier. Now you get your crosstown, rival.
They're 0-6 too.
Oh, we got to do it.
Detroit, lock
this
it
is
up.
A lot of bets for me though, dude.
This slate is nasty.
So, I'm with you though. Detroit plus 7.5. Detroit, sprinkle that money line. Noah, you in on this?
Yeah, I think it's a great spot. You're catching Oakland. I hate to do it to my guys because I love the Golden Grizzlies more than Detroit. In their last 10, Oakland has Greg Campy has owned Detroit, but this is just a good spot. You're getting 7.5 points. Give me the Titans here. Lock it up.
Can you give me? Oh, there we go. There we go. Folks, you have a triple lock here going on
baby.
with
Go
Detroit. Yes, not the Pistons.
14 losses in a row, not the Pistons.
Hey, no. Detroit is due. Hey, real quick, Oakland's 7-0 against the spread, and Detroit's 1-6. This is a great spot for Detroit.
Perfect.
I love it.
Noah, what's the line on Stony Brook Yale?
Yale's laying 13.5.
Lay it. Mac?
Give me the points. I'm fading the Ivy.
Yale's got Vermont on deck, by the way.
Ooh, never mind. I will take Stony Brook in the points, but I'm not betting it. UC Irvine's catching 3.5 at Duquesne. This is a good game.
I kind of love Duquesne here.
I was thinking Duquesne too. Duquesne minus 3.5. I'm not going to lock it though. It's a good game. What are you doing there?
I'm locking a shitload, but I mean, Irvine's won 6 in a row. They got to go all the way to the East Coast. Give me Duquesne. Lock it up.
Woo! Riding with the Dukes. Radford's catching 1.5 at ODU.
I'll be at this game.
This game's awesome. This is a good game though, dude. I honestly have no idea who the fuck's going to win this. Give me Radford in the 1.5. I don't feel great about it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this will be the third time I've seen Radford in person, but I love ODU as well. I'm going to take Radford, but I'm not locking this. I think this game comes right down the wire. Look forward to being at this game. If you're in the Virginia Beach area, hit me up tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll buy you a Molson. IUPUI is at Wright State. Wright State's laying 17.5. Get the fuck out of here. Give me the points in Ooey Pooey. What are you doing here?
I'm so tempted, but just give me the points. I can't add Ooey Pooey on this slate.
I'm not betting it. I wanted to too. I think that line's a little off, but
granted, it's the home opener for the Raiders, but they got Davidson on deck too.
Noah Bieniek.
South Carolina Upstate's catching 2.5 at Coastal Carolina. Upstate's the better team here. They're gonna win on the road. Let's go. Give me the 2.5. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm gonna go Coastal. I feel like they're due, but no strong feel here. This was like a 1-point game last year, I think.
Do we have a line on Buffalo JMU?
It's like 21.5.
Lay
That's
it.
correct.
We should lock up JMU, right?
It's too many points for me to lock up. JMU doesn't have anything to play for. They'll win by 20.
All right. I'm still going to lay it, but I'm not going to bet it then.
I'll go Buffalo.
Oh, there you go. Texas A&M is getting 1.5 points at Virginia. This game's fantastic. Give me A&M. Nah, I don't know. Gosh. Yeah, give me A&M to get it done. What are you doing here?
One of my favorite systems is take the team that's laying points against a ranked team. I love Virginia here. They played like absolute shit in Florida. Coming back, A&M just played 3 hard games. They're banged up. I'll take the Wahoos. Lock it up.
Woo!
Sorry,
A&M's got veterans, buddy. That's why I like.
They're banged up.
They're not going to be afraid of. Yeah. They're not going to. That's true. That's a good point.
I'm retweeting Mac's entire handicap. I'm double locking this right here.
You're going to lose. You guys are going to lose.
It's also the line is flipped 0 on some spots as well.
We're wearing loafers tomorrow, Noah.
Noah and Mac locking up UVA. Not me. I'm sticking with A&M. The buzzsaw.
By the way, James Madison, powerful look ahead. They're getting the delivery truck of beer from Keystone. They got Keystone University coming.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, those are desperate times when you're drinking a keg of Keystone. Yeah, they used to have good commercials, though. But, okay, game of the night potentially. Tennessee heading into Chapel Hill. North Carolina's laying 2.5. I'm going to log up Tennessee to get it done. Rick Barnes. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I like the sense of urgency. What the hell did Tennessee do with this schedule? They go to Wisconsin, then they play in Maui or in Honolulu against Purdue and Kansas. They're more battle tested. Give me Tennessee, lock it up. They're going to win the game.
Let's go.
To be fair, Barnes didn't schedule this road game. It was scheduled upon him. So
true. ACC, SEC.
We're on the balls. Double lock.
Physicality.
Florida is laying 4.5 against Wake Forest. This line fucking stinks.
Yeah.
You know what? Just for that, give me Wake. What are you doing here? I actually see this. I see it at 3.5 on other platforms.
Yeah, I mean, Golden hasn't done it on the road yet. This is their first true road game. Give me Wake.
Grand Canyon is laying 13.5 against UT Rio Grande.
Cool.
You got a lock?
No, I'm not locking that, but I was coming in to say Florida first true road game, and both teams played very similarly.
Is it really a road game if you're at Wake Forest?
You're still traveling. You're still hopping on a bus or hopping on a plane. So,
I'm not going to lock it, but I'll take Wake. But I will lock this. Grand Canyon is going to fuck up UT Rio Grande. I will lay the 13.5. What are you doing here, Mac?
Here we go. We got a lock battle. Give me the Mexicans. My former boss, Coach Figger. He's going to stay in this game. First true road game for Grand Canyon. I'll be on the Mexicans tomorrow night. Let's go.
Man, you love losing these fucking lock battles, buddy, because I cannot believe. That's true. That is true. Maybe you can build into it. We got a lock battle. Grand Canyon against I know if you were just going through saying Grand Canyon and UT Rio Grande, sounds like you're just going through like John Wayne's movie collection. You know what I mean? Of like his whole repertoire of what he fucking did. Anyway, a good luck battle there. Tarleton State's catching 9 at Stephen F. Austin. Get the fuck out of here. We should lock up Tarleton. This is a rivalry game. What are we doing here?
So Gillespie's out.
Oh, that's right. He has some health issues, right?
Is this tragic magic?
Oh man, I just feel like 9's a huge number.
Yeah. And Stephen F. just got drilled by 30 the other day.
5-point game the last time they played.
I think I leaned to Tarleton, but I'm a little afraid without Billy Clyde.
Yeah. I'll take the 9. I'm not going to lock it. Wichita State -2.5 against Richmond. Richmond looks like greatest team ever. That's why they lose in Wichita. Give me Wichita -2.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
Fringe lock. I'll be on Wichita. I don't trust Richmond to go out there in the cold Kansas with that Princeton offense.
That Stephen F. Austin spot against Tarleton's their first home game against the D1 team, by the way.
It's a fair point.
I'm scared off that spot.
Yeah, Bradley's laying 3.5 at Murray State.
Courtney loves it, Murray.
God, I didn't realize this line, this slate was this filthy. Give me Bradley though. What are you doing here?
You know me, I love these spots. Murray is hard a place to play in the Valley. They've lost 3 in a row. Murray, desperate spot. Bradley's absolutely rolling 6-0. I'll lock up Murray. Home dog here. Let's go.
This guy's firing off the shelves. These locks. Seattle is heading to Utah Valley. Utah Valley is catching 3. Give me Valley. Altitude's a real thing. These Seattle Redbirds, whatever the fuck they are, away from the crack house. High altitude. Valley's a terrible free throw shooting team, but they find a way to get it done. Ride that money line. What are you doing here?
I'll be on Valley too. I'm with you.
Dayton is at SMU. This game's pretty fit. This is like a low key, really good game.
Great game.
SMU's laying 1.5. Nope. Give me Dayton money line. What are you doing here?
I like Dayton. I like their culture better. Give me Dayton.
Morehead State is at Austin Peay taking on the Governors. The Governors are laying 1.5. Nope. I'll take Morehead State in the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I was doing a little research before the show. The last 5 times these teams played, I was a part of those, and we beat the shit out of Morehead. I'm not there anymore. Give me Morehead over less head.
There you go. Morehead over less head, folks. Evansville, Missouri State. Missouri State's laying 11.5. Get the fuck out of here. What?
Evansville's undefeated.
What?
I know.
Is this Reek?
Man? Yeah. I'm staying away. I think they're baiting us into taking Evansville.
Check the picks page. I might just have to bet this. You see plus 440 on the money line too, man. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to some meaningful games in Evansville this year. Knock on wood. That's Missouri, a good basketball town.
Missouri State's 5-0 since that West Virginia debacle where they were leading for most of that game.
They are, but I've watched a few of them. I mean, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. Missouri State's a good team, but they also like played. Who was it? Was it Gulf Coast that was closer? No, Kent State. They beat Kent State, but it was close. I mean, I think Evansville's going to cover, but that line reeks. So maybe stay away.
I'm with you.
Davidson is taking on Charlotte. Charlotte's laying 3.5. I think Davidson's going to beat them. Give me Davidson plus 142 on the money line. What are you doing here?
I think we should lock this. I think Davidson's coming off the 40-point loss to St. Mary's, coming back. I know it's a back-to-back road spot, but I think they're better than Charlotte.
I do too. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, wait. I got a song for that. Let's lock it up.
LD. Cats. W-I-L-D. Wildcats.
At the clit.
Nobody goes into the clit and gets a dub unless it's a wild-ass cat. Look. Drake is laying 10.5 at Valpo. Here's a beacon of light. Don't ever bet on the fucking Crusaders, you losers. I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
Valpo, even though they suck, they're playing well. They're 4-2, but I think Drake should have fucked them up. Give me Drake.
If you're betting Drake, this is a line that's moving as well. It's at 13 in some place.
Woo!
This game's fantastic. Belmont at Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa's laid 8.5. I'll lay it, but I'm not going to block it. Belmont's starting to show some signs of life. What are you doing here?
Yeah, talking about a game with a lot of white guys. Everybody, I know the chat's been talking about how many lots I have. I'm gonna go with Belmont just because Northern Iowa's coming off the Bahamas. That was a big trip for them.
Tennessee State's laying 7.5 at Alabama A&M. Give me the points in A&M. Seems too easy to take Tennessee State there. What are you doing here?
I'll talk you into a lock. What if I told you this is Alabama A&M's first home game just like Howard. I mean, these teams that are on the rodeo and the Harlem Globetrotter schedule, they get Tennessee State. They're a home dog here. I love them here. Let's go Alabama A&M. I think they're live. Lock it up.
I'm not joining you on this one, but I commend you. The Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. Moneyline Max locking them up. Noah, how do the Bulldogs do in these dog fights in your basement? English Bulldog.
They're a 5 seed. You know, they're small. Seed. Yeah, they've got a good bite, but their face is just so smushed. Sometimes they don't see everything coming at them.
They're like your Danny DeVito breed of dogs, where it's like you kind of think you could whoop his ass, but then you realize he's kind of got a little prison strength to him. You know? No.
Rob and I both bet on Alabama A&M, so we need some counseling. We need to go to Noah's basement.
That's true. I learned that that Danny DeVito played running back in high school, and my mind fucking blew up. I think it was running back, right? It was running back. It was either running back. Yeah, I think it was running back. Someone's got to get some tape on that. Anyway, I don't know where we're going here. Abilene Christians catching 2.5 at UT Arlington. It's a good game.
This is a great game. It's another league game, man. These league games, I like this league games sprinkled in here late November, early December. Give us a little tease here headed into January and February.
I'm going to take UTA here. No,
Same.
I don't know. Yeah, they're at home. Give me the home team there. That's a tough game. Don't bet that. Bellarmine is taking on Louisville cross town. Get the fuck out of here.
Can they beat them 2 in a row?
You know what this line is right now too? I thought I saw it go up. Let me double check this. No, you got eyes on this line?
5.5.
I could have swore I saw right before the show a 7.
No,
maybe I'm full of shit.
Bet down.
Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe it opened at 7.
It probably did, and it's being bet down. And I don't disagree with the action.
I think so. We should lock it right now, right? Triple lock.
Yeah, to some play. I trust Davenport to outcoach the shit out of Kenny Payne. Maybe he'll throw a zone at him and confuse him.
Yeah, he's not going to know what their offense is. He's gonna get tricked by that.
Even though they're in the same city. Even though they're in the same city. Yeah, let's go. Bellarmine plus the points.
More white guys.
Merrimack is catching 10.5 at Georgetown. Get the fuck out of here. I'm locking this. Sprinkle the money line. Merrimack, the Warriors can get this done. Plus what? 430 on the money line. Let's go. I know it's a lot of bets. We're just gonna lose, folks. Take out a loan.
Lose tomorrow. These are great. This is great. This is a great slate. I'm with you. I'm locking up Merrimack.
Let's go.
I'm not laying 10 with Georgetown.
Why is the chat saying this is getting racist? What's happening?
I don't like Bellarmine.
Oh, racist against white people? Don't worry. That's okay. That's okay. And it's not racist just to say they're stapled to the floor. I would just be describing them. All right. It's not racist. All right.
Bellarmine.
Yeah. He says it's a joke. Okay. We like jokes here on the show. Do we rely on Cal Baptist in Southern Utah, Noah?
How many games are on this slate?
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
It's even.
Damn, I feel like it's a Saturday.
It's a pick.
I think Cal Baptist is the better team right now.
So do
I will take Cal Baptist on the road there. You're with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Colorado State. This game is fantastic. The Rams are laying 3.5. Nope. Give me where's my theme music? All right.
I'm with you here, man.
Look out, just
lock it.
Go down to Buffalo.
Oh no, it's down to Buffalo.
Down to Buffalo.
Let's go.
We have to fade that Colorado State's the favorite here. I mean, they're coming off the Creighton win. That was unbelievable. We just saw it in football. when Colorado had the juice go and they got ranked, and then Colorado State came in there, almost beat them. Now the roles are reversed. I'm all over Colorado, the Buffs with you. Love this game. I'll lock it up.
Look out, just watch him go. Down to Buffalo.
Binghamton, the golf course. What did I do with this line? Didn't I just? They're catching 10 at Colgate. Yeah. Give me Colgate minus 10. What are you doing here?
I'll take the golf course, but no love here.
Denver's laying 5.5 at Idaho. Don't look now. Don't look now, but these Pioneers are kind of good.
Only Noah Bieniek should be watching this game.
I'll lay the 5.5 in Moscow there. Noah, you on your Pioneers or what?
Shout out to the Pioneers. Yeah, I'll be picking them on the picks page.
Fly ball caught.
That's the third out. Time to stretch. Get your popcorn.
Noah, do we have a North Florida Iowa spread? I need that one. I can't find that one. Maybe I'm just stupid.
23.5.
I'll lay it. I think Iowa's going to drill them. Mac?
Yeah, I'll take Iowa. No lock here. No lock.
Yeah. Texas A&M Corpus Christi's taking on UTEP. UTEP's laying 13.5. Nope. Give me Corpus Christi plus the points. What are you doing here?
This is actually fringe lock. Check the picks page. Corpus Christi's coming off the LIU loss. It's as low as it gets for them.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a great point. I feel like we should bet this.
It's a bounce back. Yeah.
I feel like we should bet this.
UTEP can't lay 14.
Yeah, they only score like 50.
I know.
Let's go. Corpus Christi plus 13.5. Let's have some fun. Louisiana Tech is going to come into the Pitt where everybody gets laid.
It's a great game too.
Dude, I think New Mexico's going to fuck them up. 8.5 point spread. I'll lay it, but I'm not going to bet it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, 8.5's that weird number. New Mexico's been drilling teams at the Pitt. I'll take the points. So I think Louisiana Tech's actually pretty good with Bacho back.
Sam Houston State's catching 6.5 at Tempe, Arizona. Oh man,
this is tempting.
Give me the points. I'm not locking it, but I could. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I obviously Sam Houston, the better coach team. Arizona State is coming off Vegas. Who knows what the fuck that team did out there? And they got San Fran on deck. I'll lean to Sam Houston. Man, this is tempting to lock.
Georgia's getting 9.5 at Florida State. Give me Snow White and the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll give this out as a lock. Way too many. This is an overreaction to Florida State winning that tournament. I'm on the dogs here. Go dogs.
Noah.
Mike White did have his way against Florida State. Sorry, Avetta.
Yeah, I think we lock this. It's just too many points. Just too many points. Give me the dogs.
One possession game.
Virginia Tech's catching 9.5 at the Jungle. Welcome to the jungle. I'm laying the points. What are you doing here?
I kind of think Auburn's going to fuck them up. They last played on the 21st. Virginia Tech's played 3 games in between then. I'll lean Auburn. This might be a fringe lock tomorrow.
Speaking of locks, Vanderbilt's laying 3 against Boston College.
Oh, God, this game. What a great SEC, ACC fucking shit show.
If you're watching this, check yourself into a fucking mental institution.
Yeah, get a number 2 fucking pencil.
I'm on BC money line. I'm not going to lock it, but I think we should. I think they're better. I just think the wrong team is favored. Am I crazy?
I keep getting burned by fucking Boston College. They fucking blew that lead to Loyola Chicago. I'll be on them, but I don't know. Noah, do you have a lock here?
No, I misspoke. Mike White does not have his way against Florida State. I think I said had his way.
Oh,
Mike White's 1-8 against the Seminoles when he was at the Gators.
He's got to cover the number, though.
But that's because Florida State would focus on that game because it's Florida. This is Georgia. They don't give a shit. This game is awesome. Duke at Arkansas. setting the odds at -500 that Musselman's shirt comes off.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm excited to see that. Just I just think it's going to happen. This is an Arkansas money line play, dude. I know they got injuries. I just feel like this place is going to burn the fuck down. Give me the Razorbacks. Lock it up. They would never play a home and home normally. This is perfect. What are you doing here, Mac?
You know, I keep talking about these teams that haven't covered in like 5-6 games. Arkansas is up there. Woo, pig suey. Let's go, baby. Lock it up. Sprinkle some on the money line.
And don't forget. They're look. They hired Road Rash Face today in football. Bobby Petrino.
Oh, that place
he's back
tomorrow night.
On campus, so you know the drinks are going to be flowing. The volleyball students looking for a good time. Volleyball players. I'm sorry, students. I've been drinking.
I can't wait to see that crowd tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to take Arkansas.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara's laying 13.5 against Northern Arizona. No, I think NAU is going to cover this. What are you doing here?
Kind of think Northern Arizona might win the game. I'll do it. Give me NAU. Lock it up.
UC Barber
just played last night on the road.
I'll lock it with you. They cover this. Central Arkansas is trying to do the impossible and beat Kelly LePepe. No one's ever done that in life. LMU's laying 19.5. God damn, that's a big spread.
You can't
give me the points. They're going to be asleep at the wheel a little bit. What are you doing here?
They win by 20. Give me Kelly LePepe.
You're right. I'm switching my pick. LePepe gets it done. He goes for 34-10. San Jose State's at Cal Poly. Cal Poly's getting 10.5. Cal Poly is better this year, but I like Tim Miles. I'm going to lay the 10.5. Mac?
San Jose State just played last night. Give me Cal Poly. It's actually tempting, but Cal Poly's god awful.
Northern Colorado's catching 4.5 at San Diego. I'm actually going to ride with Lavin here. I'll lay the 4.5.
I have a trouble trusting Lavin. Give me the Bears of Northern Colorado.
Montana's catching 14.5 at Nevada. I have a hard time trusting Alfred. Grizzlies plus the points. Oh man, I might be betting this tomorrow night.
What if I told you Nevada is 4-0? They haven't played in 2 weeks. This is nice. They had a nice little Thanksgiving, feeling themselves, had a nice little Thanksgiving. Give me Montana, lock it up, baby. Let's go. I think they're live in this game.
All right, Fade Alfred, let's go. Let's go.
Alfred, sorry.
Alfred, yeah.
Yeah.
Cal State Northridge is catching 2.5 at Pacific. I'm actually going to lay it with Pacific. What are you doing here?
Oh man, these two teams are god awful. I'll take Pacific.
Eastern Washington's catching 17.5 at USC.
Gonzaga
Give me the points.
On deck.
Give me the points.
On deck.
Yeah.
They are off a loss, though. That's the only thing. I'll take the points. Eastern Washington just played the other night, too, against Wazoo. That was their Super Bowl. I'll take the points, though.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, folks. Those are all of our picks. We're deep into this episode. I will not recap all of them because it's been 2 hours. All right. You're going to have to get the picks page. And yeah, if you're just tuning to the end, that's what you get sometimes. All right. Get the SGPN app. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. And go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com. You'll see our picks right there. Noah's just tweeted it out right there in the little chat. Show that thing. Folks, appreciate everyone in the chat. You guys make it fun. Over 250 people watching right now. Hit that like button. Tell a friend.
Flex the time too, Colby. 2:20 in the morning Eastern.
That's true. I never think about that. Time doesn't exist in the land of Dundee. All right. Give us a follow on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Noah Bieniek on Twitter at NoahB77_. I appreciate the whole chat. It's always fun. You guys make this a lot of fun. So let's go. Appreciate NC State's athletic director coming in here. You're all just pieces of shit if you're anywhere near NC State. Anyway, folks, until next time, I appreciate everyone in here, and let's make some money. Tomorrow's slate, I actually love tomorrow's slate. I saw some people talking shit about it. I like tomorrow's slate a lot. A lot of those crosstown matchups. I absolutely love it. Until next time, folks, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose the draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a brighter day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill, so true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be.